4 years later. Bangkok, Thailand. Author's POV. Becky took out all the groceries she just bought and sat on the chair before drinking some water. Looking at the clock showing it's already 9 p.m. while she stood up going to the sink before washing the glass. Mommy. A cute little girl ran hugging her long legs from behind, making the girl startled and look down on her body. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖆, what did mommy said about running in the kitchen? Do you know how dangerous it is? Becky asked and kneeled down on the same level as the little kid. No run in the kitchen. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖆 is sorry, mommy. She apologized, looking down before playing with her small fingers. Promise mommy that you won't do it again? 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈 nodded her head obediently and raised her pinky fingers. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈 promise mommy. Come, hug mommy. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈 then immediately wrapped her tiny arms around Becky's neck as the girl immediately lifted her up.
Aww.
My baby, should we go to sleep now? Wanna sleep with mommy tonight? Becky asked, and she can feel her daughter nodding her head, making her lips curve into a small smile. Becky walked towards the bedroom, carrying her daughter in her arms before slowly putting her on the bed. Mommy kissy, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈 said as soon as she lay down on the bed, making Becky chuckle in response. You really love kissy before bed, Becky said before kissing 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈's cheek and forehead. And it's instantly reminding her about someone. Becky then shook her head and let out a small smile while trying to get off her thoughts. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈 love mommy so much, the little girl mumbles, already feeling sleepy and slowly closing her eyes while Becky pat her hips softly. Mommy love 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈 too, forever, Becky whispered softly and lay down beside her daughter, still didn't take off her eyes from the little girl. Without her notice, a tear started streaming down on her cheek and Becky immediately wiped it away before facing 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈 again. Wrapping her arms around the small body, Becky leave a kiss on her daughter's forehead before mumbling something. Wherever you are right now, please don't ever come back to me. Los Angeles, United States. The weather is dark and it's now raining heavily. Freen tightened the grip of the umbrella before looking at the grave, emotionless. Everyone started to leave while the girl keeps standing still in front of the grave, staring. Freen slowly walked closer to it, looking down. Condolences, Freen, the woman said before patting Freen's shoulder while the younger girl let out a small smile thanking her. After everyone leave, Freen slowly walked towards the grave before looking down, hand in her right pocket.
Goodbye.
Freen stuttered the single word that means so much to her before turning around, leaving the place. Getting into the car and closed the umbrella before starting the engine. Mama, why did people put Grandpa inside the ground? Grandpa will stay there? The little boy curiously asked as soon as Freen got into the car. Freen let out a small chuckle before looking at him, pinching his left cheek with a smile. Yes, Grandpa will stay there forever and he won't come back. Right now it's just Leo and Mama, alright? Freen said, and Leo nodded his head. Okay, Mama, can we go home now? Leo is sleepy, he said, rubbing his eyes, and Freen immediately pat his head. Okay, let's go in. Tomorrow we will go somewhere. Leo need to sleep early because it's gonna be a long ride. Can Leo promise Mama to not sleep late tonight? Freen asked, lowering her head to the same level as his. Leo promise. Where are we going, Mama? Are we going to the park? He asked with a sparkling eyes, making Freen chuckle. No baby, but once we got there, Mama will bring Leo to the park, okay? Leo nodded his head again excitedly before kissing the girl's cheek. Okay, Mama. Thank you, Leo love Mama. He said, making Freen pull the little boy to sit on her lap before hugging him tightly. Mama love Leo too, so much, Freen whispered softly before kissing his forehead. The two cuddled for a bit before deciding to drive away from the place, going straight to the house. Freen immediately prepared themselves to sleep. Laying on the bed, Freen softly pat his hips while singing some lullaby, knowing that the little boy have some trouble in sleeping, and she finally did it after hearing a small snort from Leo. Freen couldn't help but smile with the sight as she looked up to the ceiling. Biting her lower lips, her heart started to feel heavy again. She tried to hold herself down from bursting into tears, but failed again. No matter how much she tried, she still couldn't stop herself from falling apart. Sobbing quietly, Freen closed her mouth, not wanting Leo heard her pathetic cry. Freen closed her eyes again, taking a deep breath to stop herself from crying out loud, but then she feels a movement beside her, making herself quickly wiped her tears away. Mama? Leo called her. Freen cleared her throat before looking at him with a smile. Why are you awake, baby? Did Mama wake you up? Is Mama crying again? The question stunned her for a bit. She couldn't help but to bite her lower lips before shaking her head, showing Leo her smile again. No, why would Mama cry? Come on, Leo, continue to sleep, okay? Tomorrow we have a long day, Freen said, caressing his hair, but the next thing she knew, Leo bring his tiny hands and wipe the remaining tears from her cheek. Mama, lying is not good. Leo heard Mama cry every night. Freen had her head down in embarrassment. She didn't even dare to look at his face again, knowing that she would just broke down in front of him. Leo then held both of her face with his tiny hands before speaking. Auntie said, it's okay to cry because human have feelings. Mama can cry, it's okay, Leo won't scold Mama. And there, Freen broke down in front of her son. She sobbed silently and hugged him as tight as she could, letting out her feelings on the little boy. Leo, Freen choked on her words. Mama, Leo loves Mama so much, Leo said while patting her head. Leo might be a 4-year-old kid, but he is so much mature than a kids around his age. He learned fast and understand people's feelings. She then ended up crying until both of them fall asleep together. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. Freen check all their things in bags before looking at Leo, who's silently eating his cereal. Mama, will we ride a plane today? Freen seemed surprised with his question. Yes, Leo, how did you know? Mama didn't tell Leo yet. Leo saw Mama prepared our passport and Mama bring a lots of bags. Freen smiled before walking closer towards him, ruffling his hair. You are so good at observing things. Who did you learn it from? From Mama. He said, pointing to Freen, making the girl chuckle. Good boy, finish your cereal now. Your auntie will be here in any second now, Freen said while walking towards the door. Okay, Mama. He said. Suddenly the door opened. Leo. Auntie Charlotte. Auntie 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘. Leo immediately got down from his seat before hugging the two girls who just arrived. Freen turned her head before letting out a small smile. Leo miss Auntie so much. Will Auntie come with us too? No, Leo, but Auntie will send Leo and Mama to the airport, okay? Charlotte said, and kneeling down to the same level as him. Freen, everything ready? Is there anything I could help with? 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘. asked. Sure, help me with this bag, Freen said, passing the big bag. Both of the girls put the bags inside the car while Charlotte carried the little boy in her arms. After a few minutes, they drove off to the airport. Any plan on coming back here? 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘 broke the silence. Nope, never again. Not even a quick visit, huh? Charlotte added, chuckling too. Freen looked down and let out a small smile. She couldn't explain what she's feeling right now. Looking out the window, she decided to keep silent for a bit before answering. I don't think I can. It feels like I just got out of a jail after 4 years. Los Angeles is a nightmare to me, except for when Leo was born, Freen said. The two girls just keep quiet. They knew everything about how Freen's life right here. They then decided not to say anything again. The whole ride went silent, and after half an hour, they arrived at the airport. We will come along after everything here is done. Take care of yourself, Freen, and we wish you a good luck, Charlotte said, and the announcement already filled the entire airport about the plane to Thailand that will be departing. Leo, take care of Mama, okay? Be a good boy and listen to her, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝑘 said, looking at the little boy. Leo, promise. Good.
Bye.
Auntie. They bid a
Goodbye.
hugging each other and immediately get inside. Freen took a deep breath before looking at the sky. Whatever happened, I will find you again. Becky's POV. Thanya, do you want to go out tonight? Yes, and Mommy. I want. Can we buy coloring books? Of course, honey, go get changed now, okay? I said, and Thanya immediately ran upstairs. I let out a small smile before putting down the paperwork I have been working on. The clock already showing it's almost dinner time. I should probably get ready now. It's been a while since the last time I brought Thanya for our mother and daughter time. I have been so busy with the company. Yes, I'm becoming the new CEO of our family company. Mom and Dad already retired because of their old age, and now I'm the one taking their position. Everything went well for now with just me and my daughter Thanya. She is now 4 years old and will turn 5 in a month. I can't believe how fast time flies. I'm glad I got to see how well she grows up. Everyone said that her nose looks just like mine, but mostly, Thanya looks just like her. Her features looks exactly like her, from her eyes down to her lips, except for her pointy nose like mine. I'm sure Thanya will grow up to be a pretty woman. Thanya is my only happiness for now, and I just wish no one would come between us, including her. After that day, I never opened up my heart for someone. Because falling in love is risky. And I don't want to take the risk and end up like this again. I already remembered everything now and basically recovered completely from the amnesia. It feels good. Mother's eyes. Mom, Freen choked on her words, she is ready to face with all the consequences that she will face even though it's gonna hurt her. Because she knew she deserved it. Mom, I ask for your forgiveness. Freen kneeled down apologizing again and again. The older woman, still stunned with what she just saw, her daughter who went missing for 4 years, finally came back again. Holding on the woman's legs, Freen cried harder. Only God knows how much guilty she's feeling right now. Stand up, Freen. Freen looked up after hearing her mom's voice again while still sobbing uncontrollably. Mrs. Chankama bring her hands, cupping on both of Freen's cheek. A tears escaped from the older woman's left eye. My daughter, you came back, she said crying and immediately pulled the younger girl into a hug. Freen broke down even more after feeling the warm hug from her own mother after being away for a long time. Crying on her shoulder, Freen tightened her hug showing how much she missed her mother. Mom. I miss you so much.